Did you know that Jay-Z's first #1 was Empire State of Mind? And that he went to school with Biggie and Busta Rhymes? How about that President Obama blasts Jay-Z's music in the Oval Office? Well, don't worry, we'll tell you all about it. But first, let's see how Hov came to be one of the biggest names in the rap game. Ever since his first single, In My Lifetime, dropped in 1995, Jay-Z has steadily moved up the music ladder. He's won Grammys, had numerous hits like Can I Get A, Hard Knock Life, and Dirt Off Your Shoulder, and racked up countless awesome collaborations. Rihanna, Kanye West, Big Sean, Justin Timberlake, and of course his wife, the Queen Bey. Hi, I'm Tetris, and we're here to do some big pimping. So get ready, cause even though Hov may have 99 problems, MicDrop has 107 music facts about Jay-Z. Let's get started. Fact number 1. Jay-Z was born as Shawn Carter on December 4th, 1969 in Brooklyn, New York. His stage name is inspired by the Jay-Z subway station near his hometown. It also refers to his childhood nickname, Jazzy. Fact number 2. He grew up in the Marcy projects of Brooklyn, and to avoid drug-fueled dangers of his neighborhood, he turned to rap music. Fact number 3. Once Shawn started to gain some recognition for his rhymes, people began calling him Yehovah. This nickname referred to the godlike status of his music. It was later shortened to just Hov. Fact number 4. His father, Radness Reeves, left his family when Shawn was just 11 years old. This made Jay-Z less talkative and outgoing, but also helped him become more independent and even influence some of the music he would create later in his life. Fact number 5. Before his father's death in 2003, Shawn reunited with him to catch up and attempt to rebuild their relationship. They made amends and Shawn moved him into an apartment, but unfortunately, he passed away a couple months later due to liver failure. Fact number 6. Shawn's mother, Gloria Carter, raised him along with 3 other children after the departure of their father. When he was 12, Jay shot his 16-year-old brother in the shoulder. He said his brother was doing drugs and stealing from them, and Jay felt the need to protect the family even though he was the youngest. Fact number 7. Gloria would often wake up in the middle of the night to hear Shawn using the kitchen table as a drum set. Once it was clear that he was interested in music, Gloria brought him a boombox to help develop his passion. Fact number 8. Jay attended George Westinghouse Career and Technical Education High School, along with future rap icons the Notorious B.I.G. and Busta Rhymes. He competed in speed rapping battles with classmates and even claims to have beaten Busta Rhymes in a cafeteria rap battle. Fact number 9. At age 20, he began to collaborate with Jaz-O, a rapper and producer who was a musical mentor to him. In 1989, the two musicians released a song called The Originators. The track earned a lot of attention and eventually led to Jay and Jaz-O's appearance on the TV show Yo! MTV Raps. Fact 10. In 1990, he participated in several rap battles with the already popular musician LL Cool J. These battles were orchestrated by the producers Damon Dash and DJ Clark Kent in order to kickstart the young rapper's career. They thought if Shawn could defeat LL in a battle, he would gain a lot of attention from companies that could offer him a record deal. Unfortunately, it didn't get him any deals, but it did open the door for him to establish his own record label a few years later. Fact number 11. Jay was exposed to a large audience for the first time in 1994 with his feature on Big Daddy Kane's track Show Improved, off the album Daddy's Home. He gained popularity from his appearances on stage with rapper Positive K. The duo would freestyle at Big Daddy Kane's shows in between Kane's sets. Fact number 12. Jay also gained some major attention with his rhymes on Big L's The Graveyard with Mike Geronimo's Time to Build. Fact number 13. Jay-Z dropped his first single in 1995 called In My Lifetime. The song was released under the label Ultra Records, and the music video shows him and his friends flaunting their wealth and bold lifestyles. Fact number 14. Despite the popularity of his debut single, Jay still struggled to find a label that would release an entire album. At one point, he turned to selling CDs out of his car. Eventually, he created Rockefeller Records with his friend Damon Dash. The new company hit the ground running with the release of Jay's debut album, Reasonable Doubt. Fact number 15. Reasonable Doubt reached number 23 on the Billboard 200. The record went gold and platinum in the US with 1.4 million albums sold. The album focuses on Jay's experiences in the streets of NYC and how they shaped his hustler persona. It features songs like Can't Knock the Hustle and Feeling It. Fact number 16. In 1997, he followed the success of his first record with an even more popular album called In My Lifetime Volume 1. The sophomore record uses glossier and more expensive sounding production, which unfortunately led some fans to believe he had sold out. Critics said the album's lyrical content bridges the gap between Jay's street-influenced personality and a new champagne-popping glamour. Fact number 17. In My Lifetime Volume 1 eventually reached number 3 on the Billboard 200 and was certified platinum. The record's hype was partially partially due to the appearance of guest rappers Foxy Brown, Blackstreet, Babyface, Teddy Riley, Too Short, Lil Kim, and Puff Daddy. Wow, rap party up in here. Fact 18. The second record was inspired not only by Jay's life in the projects, but also by a tragic incident that happened that year: the death of his close friend and fellow rapper, Notorious B.I.G. The two had talked on the phone the night Biggie was shot in LA, and Jay took it hard. Luckily, he was able to channel that sadness to create a masterpiece. Fact 19. As Jay-Z put out more commercial records, his style of rapping began to change. He focused more on the quality of his lyrics than the flow of his verses. The speedy and nimble delivery that got him recognition was phased out in favor of a simpler style. Fact number 20. Jay's third album, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, came out in 1998. It made the top 20 on the Billboard 200 and won a Grammy for Best Rap Album. It featured the smash hits Hard Knock Life, Ghetto Anthem, and Can I Get A? Fact number 21. In the late 90s, Jay-Z was skyrocketing in popularity. Unfortunately, he almost destroyed his reputation when he stabbed a record producer named Lance Riviera in 1999. Shawn heard that Riviera had been bootlegging his new unreleased album and confronted him. Things got a little out of hand, but luckily, Lance recovered. After 3 years of probation, Jay admitted that the incident was a huge wake-up call for him to be more responsible. Fact number 22. After his run-in with the law, Jay regained his reputation with a guest appearance on Mariah Carey's Heartbreaker. The track shot to #1 on the Hot 100 and pushed Hove in the next level of mainstream popularity. Fact number 23. In December of '99, Jay released Volume 3, Life and Times of Shawn Carter. Fans say that this album has some of his best rhymes. Fact number 24. Up to this point in his career, Jay had worked with famous producers and rappers like Timbaland, Swizz Beatz, Juvenile, Puff Daddy, and DMX. Since their fame and expertise had helped him succeed, he decided to pay it forward and hire producers that were new to the business for his 5th studio album, The Dynasty Rock La Familia. Fact 25. The Dynasty featured newbie producers like the Neptunes, Kanye West, and Just Blaze. It also featured rappers from Jay's Rockefeller label like Amir, Benny Siegel, Freeway, and Memphis Bleek. The idea was to give the spotlight to new faces in the industry and artists from Shawn's self-proclaimed dynasty. Fact 26. The Dynasty received praise for having some of Jay's best work, but an equal amount of criticism for sounding like a Rockefeller promotion record. Despite the backlash, the track I Just Wanna Love You, Give It To Me generated a lot of career-fueling buzz. Fact 27. In 2001, Jay stirred up some attention from his beef with fellow rapper Nas. In some songs, Jay took jabs at Nas's music and also claims to have had an affair with his baby mama. Nas responded with a track called Ether that directly insulted Jay. After hearing this diss track, Shawn admitted that he was wrong to have started the conflict, and the two rappers made up. They became friends and collaborated on material that would later unite their divided fan bases. Fact 28. Back in 1997, Jay released the song The City Is Mine. In this tune, he claims to have achieved the position of the best NYC rapper that his friend Biggie Smalls had left behind. At this time, fans and critics didn't believe that he had the talent or credibility to take Biggie's place. But in 2001, Hov proved them all wrong with his highly regarded album, The Blueprint. Fact 29. The Blueprint features cutting-edge beats from producers like Kanye and Just Blaze. It also has some of the most innovative rhymes and instrumentals of the early 2000s and was so successful that it sparked the release of an Unplugged album and 3 other follow-ups. Fact 30. In 2001, Hov released an album called Unplugged. For this record, he teamed up with The Roots to record acoustic versions of his hits, including Hard Knock Life and The Takeover. It was well received, and critics claimed that it mixed rap and R&B in a way that exposed both musicians to a larger group of listeners. Fact 31. In 2002, Jay collaborated with R. Kelly for the album The Best of Both Worlds. Then in November of that year, Jay dropped The Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse. Producers like the Neptunes, Dr. Dre, Heavy D, Timbaland, and Kanye West all contributed to the album's diverse sound. Fact 32. The Blueprint 2 spun out another hit song, '03, Bunny and Clyde. It features Beyoncé, who had just left Destiny's Child at the time to pursue a solo career. This track first introduced Jay and Queen Bey to the world as a couple, though they would not admit it for another couple years. Fact 33. In 2004, Jay and B finally showed up together on the red carpet of the MTV Video Music Awards, wearing matching outfits and looking adorbs. Fact 34. 4 months after the release of The Blueprint 2, Rockefeller Records dropped a version of the album that featured only the best tracks off its predecessor, called The Blueprint 2.1. Both albums were commercially successful. Fact 35. In 2003, Jay put out the Black Album and announced that it would be his last record before retirement. Shawn said that he only enjoyed making records because of the motivation he he felt from competing with other great rappers. Since there weren't many other great rappers who were on his level in 2003, he decided to quit the game. Fact 36. On the Black album, Jay reflects on his life and career. In the song Moment of Clarity, he talks about his fans thinking that he sold out and began to care more about the money than creativity. The track What More Can I Say deals with the memories of the streets and how they affected him. Fact 37. In 2004, Jay-Z did an arena tour with R. Kelly. He also set out his own final tour, which ended with a huge performance at Madison Square Garden. Fact 38. After touring, Jay became president of Def Jam Records, a label which had released his music several times before. The record company was in bad shape and needed someone with industry experience to steer it in the right direction. Enter Hov. Fact 39. As president of Def Jam Records, Jay became the first African American to lead a major record label, as well as the first rapper to become a label president. During his first year of leadership, he took interest in young artists like Rihanna, Bobby V, and Young Jeezy. Fact number 40. Jay-Z came back out of retirement as a musician in 2005 with his I Declare War concert. The concert was held in New York and featured guest artists like T.I., Kanye West, Diddy, and Nas. Fact 41. The end of his retirement was official when he released his comeback album, Kingdom Come. Prior to its release, Jay-Z had collaborated on projects with R. Kelly and Linkin Park, but Kingdom Come was his first solo record since he left the game in 2004. Fact 42. In 2007, Jay dropped his next album, American Gangster, which was inspired by, you guessed it, the movie American Gangster. Fact 43. On American Gangster, Jay uses a mix of rap and soul to tackle themes from the movie. It also expresses Shawn's thoughts on the life in the projects, drug dealing, and fame. Fact 44. Not long after he dropped American Gangster, Jay decided to leave his position at Def Jam Records. In an interview, he thanked the company for sticking with him throughout his career and for letting him retain creative control over his music. After leaving the company, he founded a record label and talent agency called Roc Nation. Fact 45. In 2008, Jay-Z and Beyoncé got married, finally, in a super hush-hush ceremony with only 40 guests. The rest of the world didn't even find out about the private wedding until a few days later, looking like Bonnie and Clyde are still good at being sneaky. Fact 46. In 2009, Hov released the third installment of The Blueprint. The record features a handful of guest artists like Kanye West, Young Jeezy, Drake, Kid Cudi, and Alicia Keys. Fact 47. In the track DOA, Death of Autotune, Hov calls out rappers who overuse autotune. Ironically, Kanye West, who is a well-known user of autotune, was the one who encouraged Jay to write the song. Fact 48. In 2011, Shawn worked with fellow rapper-producer Kanye West to release an album called Watch the Throne. The record has guest artists like Mike Dean, Q-Tip, Pharrell, Don Jazzy, and LMFAO. Fact 49. In January of 2012, Beyoncé gave birth to Blue Ivy Carter. Almost immediately afterwards, Jay-Z released a song called Glory, which features cries of his newly born daughter. Blue Ivy became the youngest person to be on a chart-topping song. Fact 50. Shortly after their daughter's birth, Jay-Z and Beyoncé tried to trademark the name Blue Ivy so they could eventually start a line of baby products with the same name. Unfortunately, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office ruled against it. Fact 51. In 2013, Hov released the album Magna Carta, Holy Grail. For this record, he worked with producers like Timbaland and L Rock to create a record that reflects his experience as a 43-year-old rapper, while also remaining relevant to young listeners. Lightning round time. Jay-Z's music only represents a fraction of his creative output. Did you know he's been involved in a bunch of films too? Let's check some of them out. Fact number 52. Jay-Z worked on a film called Streets Is Watching that was released in 1998. The soundtrack features songs by Hov and several artists from his Rockefeller label. Fact number 53. Jay was in the 2000 film Backstage, a documentary that follows his Hard Knock Life tour with Redman, Benny Siegel, and Memphis Bleek. Fact number 54. Hov made an appearance in State Property, a film released in 2002 about crime in America. It stars fellow rapper Benny Siegel as a drug dealer and follows his rise in the business. Jay and Damon Dash play Benny's high-end competitors. Fact number 55. Shawn makes a cameo in the 2002 Rockefeller Films movie Paper Soldiers. The story is an action-filled comedy about crime and hip-hop and was Kevin Hart's big screen debut. The lead in the film? Benny Siegel, of course. Who else? Fact number 56. In 2004, the film Fade to Black was released. It was a documentary about Jay-Z that captured his final concert of the Black Album tour at Madison Square Garden. Fact number 57. Jay collaborated with director Ron Howard on Made in America, a 2013 film that documented a music festival organized by Hov himself. Fact number 58. In 2014, Shawn worked with Will Smith to create a film adaptation of the classic musical Annie. It stars Jamie Foxx as the Daddy Warbucks character, now named Will Stacks, and takes place in Harlem. Fact number 59. Jay also got involved in some TV movies. In 2013, HBO premiered Picasso Baby, a performance art film, which shows parts parts of Jay-Z's 6-hour performance at the New York Art Gallery. He also was an executive producer for the off-season Kevin Durant, a film following what Kevin does when he's not on the court. Fact number 60. Baz Luhrmann hired Jay-Z as executive producer of the soundtrack for The Great Gatsby in 2013. Then in 2015, Jay remixed Crazy in Love for the film 50 Shades of Grey. Fact number 61. Jay-Z and Will Smith teamed up again to executive produce the documentary Free Angela and All Political Prisoners. Both the stars had their companies back the project and spoke out in support of the film and its message. Hov getting into activism? We support. That's the end of the lightning round. Did we miss any films? Which ones have you seen? I've seen most of them. Comment below and let us know, but now it's back to the facts. Fact 62. In 2010, Jay published Decoded, a memoir that discusses his life and the meaning behind his music. The book includes mentions of MC Hammer, Bono, Jay's assault charges, and even a miscarriage he had with a former girlfriend. Fact 63. Hov was recruited by Budweiser's marketing team in 2006 to help revamp their brand and marketing methods. He was named co-brand director and would give them guidance on TV, radio, and print campaigns. Fact 64. Jay-Z also worked with 2K Sports as an executive producer on the game NBA 2K13. He helped with the layout and soundtrack of the video game. Fact 65. In 2011, Georgetown University started teaching a course inspired by the King of Rap. It was named Sociology of Hip Hop, Urban Theodicy of Jay-Z. Fact 66. During the Occupy Wall Street protest in 2011, Jay dropped a line of Rockaware t-shirts that read Occupy All Streets to let people know that change needed to happen everywhere. Fact 67. When making music, Jay never puts his lyrics down on paper. He creates them in his head and memorizes them before recording. Fact 68. President Obama is a huge Hov fan and has been known to blast his music in the Oval Office. Jay returned the favor during Obama's 2012 campaign by reworking his song 99 Problems into a Mitt Romney diss track. Fact 69. Forbes Magazine named Jay-Z as the world's second wealthiest rapper in 2015, beating everyone except P. Diddy, who has his own clothing line, vodka, alkaline water, and TV network for a net worth of $750 million. But 2016, Jay-Z got beat out by Dr. Dre, who skyrocketed with his Beats by Dre headphones, and the success of his film Straight Outta Compton for a net worth of $710 million. Jay-Z now sits at third place with $610 million, which is not too shabby. Fact 70. One of Jay's biggest creative influences is Homer's The Odyssey. Jay loves the infectious rhythm of the ancient poem. Fact 71. When it comes to having a favorite movie, Jay is torn between The Godfather 2 and True Romance. Fact 72. One of Jay's smallest shows took place in 1996 at a theater in Las Vegas. Only 20 people attended the show. Fact 73. Time and time again, internet users have claimed that Jay is affiliated with the Illuminati. Fans connect him with the secret society because several of his songs and videos seems to reference the organization, including this one. Fact 74. Early in his career, Shawn became friends with the Trackmasters, a production duo that worked on some of his earlier songs, by challenging them to a round of a video game, Madden NFL. Fact 75. Jay-Z is the third best-selling rapper of all time. He is beaten only by Eminem and Tupac. Jay has sold over 28 million records worldwide and counting. Fact 76. Did you know Hov has his own color? In 2005, he recruited a team of designers to create a special color for his line of Jeeps and motorboats. The color mixes parts of silver and platinum. Fact 77. In 2012, Jay-Z released a Facebook game that let players work their way up from being a street hustler to a famous entrepreneur. Fact 78. This famous entrepreneur has done business with Hewlett-Packard, Reebok, Coca-Cola, and Microsoft, just to name a few. Hustling at its best. Fact 79. Jay owns a chain of upscale sports bars named 4040 Club. He has locations in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Atlanta, with Manhattan being the original. The name comes from the rare achievement in baseball of scoring 40 home runs and stealing 40 bases in one season. Fact 80. Did you know that rapper Memphis Bleek once owed Jay about $3 million after losing to him in a card game? Whew, Hov does not play to lose. Fact 81. In the song Empire State of Mind, Jay references his old home at 560 State Street. This building was also home to his friends Lord Jamar and Tone of the Trackmasters. Fact 82. Looks like people take Jay's opinions seriously, because Bono went back into the studio to rework one of U2's upcoming albums after Jay made a public statement about the pressure of it holding up the last U2 album. Whew. Fact 83. In his earlier years of rapping, Jay went by the name Cashmere Jones as a joke. Fact 84. Jay says his favorite night in New York City was when he went to a rained-out Diana Ross concert in Central Park. Fact 85. One of Jay's favorite spots to take Beyoncé out to dinner is a hole in hole-in-the-wall pizza place in Brooklyn, keeping it real. Fact 86. Jay once surprised his friend and fellow rapper Biggie Smalls by sending him a bottle of Patron and some cigars. Somehow, Biggie actually received the gift while attending a red carpet event. Fact 87. One of Jay's lesser-known talents is his ability to rap and beatbox at the same time. Who needs fancy producers and technicians when you've got a voice? Now that's multitasking. Fact 88. The DJ and producer Young Guru once said that Jay has almost 5 albums worth of unreleased material. That's a whole lot of unheard hope. Fact 89. Did you know that rapper Lil Wayne was almost signed to Jay's Rockefeller label before making a deal with Cash Money Records? Too bad. Would have been cool to hear some more Hove and Weezy collaborations. Fact 90. Jay dated musicians Lil' Kim and Aaliyah before finally getting together with the one and only Queen Bey. Beyoncé was 19 when they started dating. Fact 91. Whenever Beyoncé writes music, she always has Jay listen to it before anyone else. Oh my god, so cute. Hashtag Bey goals. Fact 92. At one point, Beyoncé and Jay both had exactly 17 Grammys. They also have the same tattoo of a Roman numeral 4 on their fingers. Coincidence? Nope. 4 is a special number for the couple. Beyoncé's birthday is on September 4th, Jay-Z's is on December 4th. They were married on April 4th, and their daughter's middle name, Ivy, is the Roman numeral 4. Fact 93. Beyoncé and Jay-Z talked on the phone and hung out for 2 years before they started dating. Beyoncé said he was her first real boyfriend, having only had one innocent teen relationship before Jay. Fact 94. In Jay's 20-plus year career, he actually didn't have a song reach #1 on the charts until Empire State of Mind in 2009. It featured vocals from Alicia Keys and became the anthem for New York City, finally giving Hove a #1. Fact 95. Jay established the company Roc Nation Sports in 2013. He is also a certified sports agent for the NBA and MLB. Fact 96. In July of 2013, Hove announced that he would be taking the hyphen out of his stage name. This left fans with a simplistic and downright cool-looking Jay-Z. Fact 97. Jay gained ownership of the popular music streaming service Tidal when he bought its parent company, Aspiro, for $56 million. Fact 98. Jay and Beyoncé were named the most powerful couple in Time Magazine's 2006 edition of the world's 100 most influential people. Fact number 99. Did you know that Jay beats Elvis Presley's record for having the most #1 charting albums? Yep, the king of rap beat the king of rock and roll. Fact 100. Jay's sister Michelle works at his clothing company Rocawear, and his sister Andrea works at the detention facility on Rikers Island. Fact 101. On the song Oceans, Jay teamed up with Frank Ocean to discuss the errors of colonialism and the slave trade. Fact 102. Inspired by Blue Ivy, Jay contemplates his role as a father and his fear of failure in the song Jay-Z Blue. Already off to a good start, Papa Jay. Fact 103. Jay and Beyoncé did a joint tour together in 2014 called On the Run, named after Jay's song Part 2, On the Run. The song features Beyoncé and was considered to be the sequel to 03 Bonnie and Clyde. Fact 104. Their On the Run tour was aired on HBO, and on the first show, they screened a never-before-seen video from their wedding. Pretty magical. Fact 105. Jay collaborated with Rihanna and Kanye West on the song Run This Town in 2009. It was Jay's first track to reach #1 on the UK charts. Fact 106. Did you know that Jay talks about Pablo Picasso in 2 of his songs? He mentions the Cubist painter in Who Gon' Stop Me and Picasso Baby. Fact 107. In Hove's song Thank You, he thanks his fans for their years of support. He lets listeners know that if it wasn't for them, he wouldn't have 10 #1 albums. And oh yeah, he has 10 #1 albums. Once again, I'm Tetris, and you just finished watching MicDrop's 107 music facts about Jay-Z. Did you guys enjoy these facts? Well, make sure to subscribe, because we're bringing you more facts about your favorite musicians every week. Let us know which artists we should find facts about next, and I'll see you next week.